Okay. As promised to like literally myself, I am back again with another stream for the night. Probably my last stream of the night, because this is going to be Thursday and my social levels are gonna drop or like dip really fast. So yeah, I mean, I honestly don't remember much of Tales of the Black Forest. I played it like so many months ago. Like if I even look at my YouTube VODs, it's been a hella long time. Like, where even is my YouTube stuff? I'm trying to like scroll to see when's the last time we streamed this game. It's probably gonna be like a really long time ago. Okay, it's not even a long time ago. It has been a single year since I fucking streamed this game. So hopefully this will be my last my last part for this video, and then I can finally set sail for this game to be close end and done, and I can uninstall it off my PC. God forbid. Okay, switching to the stream now. Okay. Hopefully the game audio is not too loud. I will be mostly voicing the game itself on my own. The previous time when I did the stream, I still had like other friends around when I was playing this, so it wasn't that bad. So I'm going back into this game partially blind as to like what's gonna happen to me. I know this game is a horror game. I don't think I need to tag this game, at least. I don't think I need to. Hopefully. Hopefully not. Just in case. Wait. Oh, okay, so this is already labeled. Okay, this is already auto-labeled. That's good, that's good. Okay, that's fine. This is already pretty much it because of the game tag. Okay, cool, cool, cool. This has to be the one. Okay, I literally do not remember anything. Okay, that's sprinting. These for interaction. How do I even open my bags again? Right X for the menu or cancel. Okay. I literally have no memory of what's going on. I only know I need to go in through there. Oh, are you the new staff? I'm Ando Megumi, and I'm in charge of the presiding over the Hoshin ritual. May I know who you are? I'm Kihara Kashin. Kihara Kashin? Sounds familiar. This ritual concerns the theater's survival, so every yokai has to contribute. We're short-handed right now, and you look smarter than those guys. If you're not busy, you can ask the other yokai to see whether they need any help. Okay. I don't get why it's their ominous music. Kick W. Ando Megumi. The name sounds familiar. Unfortunately, I do not remember. There is an expensive stuff inside. There are expensive stuff inside. Please keep out. Wait, your clothes look familiar. I remember the kidnapper were at the Tamasaki-san several years ago. Wore the same clothes. Uh-oh. You must have been mistaking me for someone else. This is my first time here. Really? You do look a bit better than that guy. If I run into that guy, I definitely won't spare him. A yokai whose face is covered by black hair. Sanmai no akai no ni. Yo, a fresh face! You're in a resident band of Kuromori Kyogekijo Sanmai. Hey, let's show our passion to this Ojo-san. Sorry, our band members are very tired lately because of the ritual. Are all of you in charge of the music for the ritual? Bingo! For ritual, the music, prayer, and water of abundance are essential. We're in charge of the very important music. But the music score is in the music room next to the prop room, so that's very annoying. Is there something in the music room? Yes, there's a yokai inside. It watches the piano and it doesn't allow anyone to get near it. And it is very sensitive to sound. It could detect even the slightest noise. There's no way for us to get close. I tried to get the music score many times, but the floor in the music room is in disrepair for many years. It makes creaking noises even when we step on it lightly. So it's quite a problem for us. No music score, we can't play the music, it's so sad. Little girl, you look way lighter than us. Maybe you can get the music score without making any noise. Oi! Why do we have to do such a dangerous thing? Your yokai won't hurt anyone. It only stops others from getting close to it. So, don't worry, Snowball. Huh? Alright, I'll give it a try. Wow, break a leg, brave girl. Fast asleep. Rin-chan, what are you doing here? Oh my, are you a friend of Rin-chan? I'm Rin-chan's One-san, Hana-chan. I met Rin-chan in the cat cafe before. She helped me a lot. Really? How is she doing in the cafe? Is the stingy Sakurako treating her well? She is doing pretty well there. I see. No wonder she complained a lot, but she never quit. She must be attached to something in that place. She loves that place. Right. If Rin-chan asks you about my life here, tell her I'm doing well here, nya? Although the theater has suffered a huge blow because of the vengeful spirit, I don't want her to worry about me, nya. Okay. How to translate this paragraph? Flames from the sky, like a storm, downpour. It doesn't seem to make any sense. Is it heaven's fire will rain like a thunderstorm? Cries of anguish will come like strong gusts of wind. Indeed, how do you know? I heard it from the broadcast in Shinkansenki station. Wow, what a coincidence. I'm Izumi Yakumo, and I'm a researcher in folklore and among humans. May I know who you are? I'm Kihara Kashin. Kihara-san, do you know the content after this sentence? Sorry, I only remember the sentence. I see, what a shame. Is this the prayer of Hoshin ritual? Yes, for decades the prayer has been used for the Hoshin ritual. It's said that the words are in the Dainties language, and very few people could interpret it. Maybe I can search for the station's broadcast and hear the rest of the content. You can try, but... Nakamon-san, is there a problem? How do I put it? I promised Megumi-san that I will translate the prayer for the ritual. If I use the fruits of other people's labor, it feels like I'm cheating Megumi-san. I just still try to translate it all by myself. Kiara-san, it's nice if you'd like to help me find the translated part of the prayer, but I still want to try to translate it while you're working on it. Okay, I won't disturb you until I have found the translated passage. I really appreciate it. With your help, I can finally focus on translation. Right. I remember there's a radio in the office on the first floor. It could probably receive signals from Shinkansen station. The key to the office is with Karasomi-san, and he has gone to Shikanseki village to find the water of abundance. He should be back soon. He will give you the keys once you tell him why you need it. Okay. Man, I honestly... one thing I kinda remember now is that this game has a lot of reading in it. It's not that it's a bad thing. It just makes me super tongue-tied. Am I supposed to go here? I don't know where I'm supposed to go. The Mrs. Score should be inside the red box. Kihara-chan, your guy seems dangerous. There's a note and a sketch with a symbol on the wall. The floorboards that are marked red in color would always creak. When stepped on, hurry up and repair it. Okay. You know, in life we don't live in the primitive world, and we don't need to remember this really hard, so I'm just grab a piece of paper. Okay. Ah! Okay, okay. Aika-san, is that you? Aika-san, I have been waiting for you. They said you were killed by the poison gas. But I know you will be back. Look. I wipe the piano clean every day. These keys are kept in good condition. Listen, the songs haven't changed after so many years. Don't tell me I need to run. I've been practicing your favorite song. Would you like to listen? Hmm. Come in, son. Do you know who is Aika-san? Aika-san was the pianist in the theater. Yokai no Kamen. 3 years ago, 2 members of the cult had released poison gas on the roof of the theater. Many passerbys died from it, and Aika-san was one of the victims. Maybe because Aika-san is about the same size as you, and you are wearing a mask, so this yokai mistook you for Aika-san. Kiddo, it might sound cruel, but you should get out of here ASAP. This yokai is too obsessed, you can't help it. He may do something terrible if he finds out you are not Aika-san. I have been practicing hard on the piano every day like Aika-san. Day after day, year after year. I've been waiting for you to come back and play this song for you. Aika-san, do you like it? Don't look back. Go, 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 go. I got the music score. Wow, thank you very much. Did you get it? It's a long story. I see. Please share the adventures with us once the ritual's over. Such a romantic adventure together with our music will definitely be exciting. It's decided. The name of our next album is Wonder Girl. Well then, we'll find a place to practice on this melody. See you, Wonder Girl. The customs among humans are so interesting I can't stop, but I have to. Oh! Are you Karasumi-san? Shh! Don't talk so loud, Ka. I'd be in trouble if Megumi-san heard me. I heard that you went to Shikanaki village to fetch the water abundance. Oh yeah, but when I went there I found out there is no water in the well. No one told me, Ka. Megumi-san will definitely be disappointed if I can't complete such a minor task. Does Sarah need the water of abundance? The water of abundance is the well water given by a deity. Not only does it have magical effects, but it's also quite spiritual. So if anyone wants to talk to Hoshin, you need to use the water of abundance, Ka. The water of abundance has always been stored in the shrine of the god of abundance. It has not been looked after over these past few years, and the yokai and animals from nearby drank the water of abundance until there's not a drop left. Once I think of how Megumi-san will look when she's disappointed, I dare not go inside, Ka. Wait, don't tell me Megumi-san sent you. No, but I'm certainly looking for you. The key to the office, here you go. Megumi-san may have good impressions of me if I can help Yakumo-san. The key to the first floor office. If you're busy, don't worry about me. I will think of a good excuse to bluff my way, Ka. The The shrine of the god abundance collapsed. It's got stolen by a mountain spirit nearby. Which one is better, Ka? Soap which is still warm. Spotless clean lamp. Rose clean desk spotless. There's some messy letters in the cardboard box. Thanks to Hoshin-sama, this year is another bumper year. It's high time we buy the shares in the company. We're gonna make a fortune once the factory's set up. I remember my father used to be an investment advisor for a food company. The factory in the latter is referring to the ones where my father was in charge. The bottom plant seems to be growing well. Heaven's fire will rain like thunder. Storms' cries of anguish will come like strong gusts of wind. Hoshin-sama will manifest itself and save the lives from misery. I shall sacrifice my flesh and offer my soul to pray for Hoshin-sama's mercy and invoke that mighty power. The seasons shall pass and save us from our suffering. Oh. We shall pray with utmost sincerity for Hoshin-sama's eternal existence. Uh-oh. I'm back in time. The calendar is at the year 1987. Oh. I thought you were in the screening room just now. I have no time to play games with you. The Hoshin ritual is feeling soon. You should leave early. We're probably in the Hoshin ceremony that was held 11 years ago. By the way, maybe we can fetch some water of abundance to bring back. The water of abundance is so precious that it will be closely guarded. Let's check out the place. Perhaps we can obtain some while nobody's watching. Good idea. But isn't that stealing? The office door is locked and there is no need to open it for the time being. The theater ritual is over. This is a restricted area. Please leave. Middle-aged woman. I told you not to run around. It would be terrible if Hoshin-sama became furious. Mama will fall asleep during the ritual, and you are still blaming me? This One-chan said there was a Zashiki Warashi down here, so I came here. Sorry, my daughter's a little naughty. Please don't mind her. Leave her alone. Let's go home. Oh, I wasn't lying. This One-chan willingly told me. Really told me. Why do we have... Okay, the ritual is over. Please put the mask back in the prop room. No need to go outside. It's you again. I said no entry. Then hurry up, and the door is closing soon. Warner Bush keep mess with the phonograph. If I catch him, I won't spare him. I'll call in second hand is moving. It's 7:23. It's Nisha. On the clock on the wall, the time is 7:09. Wrong gonna look expensive. Let's go to the screening room and fetch the water abundance. The office door is locked and there's no need to open. Ritual will be over soon. Please leave ASAP once you have paid your respective Hoshin-sama. Is that the water abundance? Kihara-chan, I heard the villagers in Shinkanaki village are violent. It is a serious matter if you get caught by them. If we can't get the water abundance as soon as possible, the ceremony will be over soon. We have to think of a way to get them to leave this room. The witcher is so boring. Mama always falls asleep whenever we come here. Kid, I found something interesting just now. Really? What is it? It's Zashiki a Zashiki Warashi? I've heard of it from Mama. Where is it? In the lobby there. Look around for it carefully. Okay. Sorry, the ceremony is over. Please leave. The ritual is over. Come earlier next year. Hoshin-sama won't wait for you. As I was saying, Terajima-san, there are much fewer attendees at the ceremony this year. The villagers won't need to rely on this land once the plant is built. I heard the company has developed a new type of fertilizer from the components in the waters of abundance. It's as good as the water abundance. What? Many villagers worship Hoshin because of the water abundance. Once there's a suitable Hoshin will lose. Once there's a substitute, the Hoshin will lose a lot of followers. Terajima-san, do you still worship Hoshin? Me? Ha, who knows? I just want to run this youthful well now. This place is the product of my blood, sweat, and tears. By the way, the newly bought equipment is quite expensive. Take good care of it. Don't worry, leave it to me. Oh, can I just tell the kid to fuck around with it? I guess. I'm looking for Zashiwarashi. Okay, never mind. Um... Oh! There's a record in the drawer. Damn piano record. What the fuck? Someone's playing the piano? Must be Zuki messing around. I'm gonna check. Oh. Anything else? Office. I saw someone running to the office just now. Thank you for notifying. I'm going to check it now. Is someone else? Eh? How did I fall asleep? Where's my daughter? I saw the girl playing in the corridors over there. She might be your daughter. I'll go and check. Thank you very much. Nothing water abundance. Problem solved. The man from just now may still be in the office. We can't go in there to use Nenshan right now. We can use the wall clock in the prop room to return to the office at a time when no one is around. Please leave if you don't have any business here. Oh. Kihara Ayako. Oh, Mom! Seichi, thank you for attending the ritual with me. I thought you were an atheist and wouldn't come to this type of ceremonies. You've always been too busy with work to spend time with you, so take it as a form of compensation. But why would you want to come here? I remember you don't worship Hoshin, do you? Teehee, that girl said Hoshin would answer a lot of prayers. Hoshin would definitely ensure your work goes smoothly, and we'll live happily forever. The theater is closing soon, Ayoko. Let's go back. Oh. This looks different. This place is... Uh-oh. It's all your fault. You turned us into this. No one will forgive you. Oh. What happened just now? I was running after my parents. Why did I run to that place? Kiara-chan, you forgot there are quite a few restless spirits around this theater. Restless spirits can sometimes create illusions to lead passers-by astray. That also means losing one's bearing in the legend. Don't tell me I only saw an illusion of my father and mother just now. Maybe the restless spirits can become the person or thing you want based on what you are thinking. They might have realized you wanted to find out the truth, so they became your parents. Let's go to the office. Oh, I forgot to save. Kihara-chan, is there anything special in this photo? The second person on the right is my father. Really? He looks really refined and easygoing. There's a key behind the photo frame. The office cabinet key. A list of names are written on the back of the photo. Matsuyama Masao, Kihara Seichi, Watanabe Katsuo, Terejima Eisei. July 1987. I remember the headman of Shinkansenki village is Watanabe Matsuyama Masao. Is a station master who joined Shinrin Tengoku. Terejima Eishi should be the person in charge of the theater whom we just met. Did my father know them because he was involved in the construction of the factory? Thanks for watching some of them. The radio and some files are in the cabinet. Use the prayers for Hoshin's ritual. Heaven's fire will rain like thunderstorm cries. So Hoshin-sama will manifest his and save the living in the misery. Now that we have obtained the water of abundance and the prayer of the ceremony, once we succeeded in summoning Hoshin, we might uncover the secret of the curse. And I always think my mother and father have something to do with Hoshin. But Kihara-chan, I don't this way or to summon Hoshin is reliable. Did you forget what Hamasaki-san told us? If you summon Hoshin without thinking, it might bring misfortune. Kiritani, maybe I'm imagining things. When we were on the second floor earlier, you didn't seem too keen on attending the ceremony. You said before that you knew some secrets about Shikanaki village, but you couldn't divulge it because of the curse. Don't tell me it has something to do with Hoshin. That's so. Kira-chan, it's your imagination. I haven't finished my manuscript. That's why I'm so eager to get out of this place. You seem so nervous that even your voice is giving you away. Really? You must have misheard me. Oh. What happened? We were just practicing the ritual music on the second floor when suddenly we heard the vengeful spirit screaming horribly. Then it went nuts. Your rehearsal music must have disturbed that spirit. I told you so many times that your music is literally noise. This is art. It's fashion. Where are the other yokai? We ran downstairs and told the other yokais to run and hide. They're already hiding in the prop room now. Why don't they run outside? Even a yokai would get corroded by the weeping rain outside. It's way more horrible than a vengeful spirit upstairs. It seems we have to postpone the ritual. Let's take refuge in the prop room before the vengeful spirit comes here to give us trouble. Kira-san, what's in your hand? This is the water abundance and prayer for the ritual. Kira-san, how did you accomplish it? I used a certain ability to go back to the Hoshin ritual that was held several years ago, and got both the prayers and the water of ritual. For the ritual. I expect that Kihara-san is really extraordinary. It's not too late if we conduct the Hoshin ritual now. Furthermore, the water abundance, prayer, music, and person for Jingu are all set. Jingu? Jingu is the Miko in charge of presiding over the Hoshin ritual. Your figure is quite close to that of a human girl. And you seem to have amazing powers, so you're a perfect candidate to preside over the ritual. I'll try. What? I need to stay here too? Well, of course, who else is going to play the music if you leave? You're not allowed to run away. Karasumi-san, please hurry to the prop room and tell the other yokais to barricade the door with a wooden box. Okay, all you take care. Kihara-san, please go to the room where the offerings are kept and change into the Miko attire. Okay. What the? The wooden dolls are kneeling on the ground. They don't look like wooden dolls to me. Oh. Oh, that's not good. Kiritani, what's wrong? Kira-chan, there's no point in carrying out the Hoshin ritual, so don't waste your time on it. Kiritani, what do you actually know about it? Hoshin is dead already. This is a tightly guarded secret among Hoshin's followers, so it's not surprising that these yokais would know. Anyways, it's pointless to summon Hoshin because Hoshin is no longer existing. Kiritani, how do you know all this? I used to be a villager of Shikanaki village and worshipped Hoshin. Because I broke a rule of those who worship Hoshin, I was punished by Hoshin and I lost part of my voice. As expected, I thought you knew too much about Shikanaki village right at the beginning. Whenever you are nervous, you would speak with a Shikanaki village accent. Then what about the curse on me? What did I do that Hoshin would punish me? Kihara-chan, it's nothing to do with you. You are a victim of the curse. Anyways, we can count on Hoshin. We can only rely on our own ability to find the film. Sorry, I heard your conversation by accident. Since that little pigeon said Hoshin is dead, we can carry out another plan. Another plan? The vengeful spirit is quite likely to be formed by the accumulated anguish from the victims of the gas attack 3 years ago. So we can use your ability to return to this place 3 years ago and stop that gas attack. If no one dies, there will be no vengeful spirit. Nensha cannot change death even if we go back to the past. Oh, little pigeon, how do you know? Have you tried it before? I haven't tried it, but this is one of the rules of Nensha. Kira-chan, please trust me, Nensha cannot change death. Kira-san, I know you are a kind person, but this pigeon seems to be hiding a lot of things from you. Thank you for the hydration. Never mind, I do not have water. I need a BRB then. Good. Good evening. How are you doing? I be. Get water. I ran out of water like long ago. Okay. I've returned and ate like 3 pieces of small chocolate while I was at it while grabbing water. While I was at it, I also grabbed myself like a piece of candy as well, which I'll be eating later. But this pigeon seems to be hiding a lot of things from you. Can you still trust it? Trust her? Kihara. Megumi, I trust Kiritani-san. Although Kiritani is always making a fuss, isn't really reliable sometimes, and she even likes to delay her manuscript. Excuse me. Oh god, the chocolate's kicking in so well. But whenever she's at my side, I feel assured. It is this feeling of assurance that I have accepted her for hiding things from me. So I trust her because I listen to my heart. Kihara-chan, you have always felt this way? Yes, of course. You have to tell me the truth when the curse is lifted. No problem. The friendship between young girls is a cliché indeed. That's not bad, and I think an audience will like it. I have no objections to the strong relationship between the two of you, but I still think this pigeon is hiding something from you. Since both of you aren't willing to go back to the past, why don't you try transferring your ability to me? I am going to stop that tragedy. Hey, are you threatening us? Sort of. Kihara-san, you are stuck here now. You have no other choice. Ha! I remember now. I was wondering why you are dressed so strangely. Kihara-chan, she's that woman with the split lip in the legends. Woman with a split lip. I've heard of this urban legend. Right, it's this person. They said someone in Kuromori town saw the woman with the split lip in the middle of the night. No time to explain right now. Kihara-san, everything seems to be related to something. Right? Hand it over. I'm not the one who can use ninja. But since the Venture Spirit has something to do with the gas attack, I might be able to find a way to exercise it after we go back in time to investigate the place. Then that means we have a deal. By the way, I know you are a human, so don't need to wear that mask in front of me. Come inside, I'm going to take you off for a while. As expected, you really have an adorable face. No wonder everyone likes you so much. Ha! Of course Kihara is so adorable and smart. That's why everyone likes her. You mentioned just now that you need an electric appliance to use ninja. There's an electric appliance in the yokai shop on the 2nd floor. I will go with you. Okay. Ando Megumi joins the team. Yippee! Miss Megumi, it looks very dangerous here. When will the ritual start? Kihara needs to get familiar with the proceedings. We will stay here. If you are scared, just go hide in the room where we store our offerings. No, that room gives even more looks even more scary. I'll just stay here on standby. Oh. Jesus. The negative energy from the Venture Spirit is beginning to spread. We need to hurry. Ooh. Will the yokai hiding in the prop room be okay? The door in the prop room won't last much longer. Let's hurry. Hurry to the yokai on the 2nd floor. Uh-oh. Is it the one? Megumi-san, I heard the Venture Spirit escaped. Should we continue with the ritual? The ritual is cancelled, Kihara-san, and I have a new plan. We will destroy that vengeful spirit. Megumi-san, we will destroy that vengeful spirit. Yume, give me that item I left with you for safekeeping. A moment, please. Megumi, here's your watch. Thank you, Yume. Kihara, this watch still works. And the rest is up to you. Oh. Megumi-san.
Can I play with all of you?
We're playing hide and seek right now. We'll all hide and you'll catch us, okay? Don't open your eyes until you have finished counting from 1 to 100. No peeking or we won't play with you again.
Okay, here I go.
Oh! Jesus.
Who are you?
Eh? You can see me?
Where are they?
Let me see. They ran away when you counted 13. They were saying she can see unclean things. Don't play with her while running away. Hey, Ojo-chan, don't cry. I can play with you. And some people are saying you will take a break from the movies to join Autori Theater Trope. Can you share with us your reasons? Yoshipuri. As an actress, I want to do more than simply appearing on screen. I hope to improve my acting. There are a lot of senpais who are far better than me in Autori Theater Trope, and I believe I will benefit a lot from them. Earlier, journalists took a picture of you with film producer Yamano Hitoshi in private. Are both of you seeing each other? Yamano-san and I are just friends. We were talking about my break from the movies late that day. Does that mean Yamano-san prompted you to quit acting? You're misunderstanding me. Taking a break from the movies is my own decision. Your friends have expressed their disappointment that you are taking a break from your movie career. What would you like to say to them? I'm deeply sorry for disappearing from the limelight for some time. I remember everyone's support and devotion for me. I won't let everyone down. You'll see a better Ando Megumi in years' time. Once again, I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart for your support.
Papa, can you come to the school sports meet next week?
Sorry, Kashin. I'll be away on business next week. I've asked my colleague to accompany you. I'll take you to the amusement park when I'm back, alright?
Papa, can you see yokai?
Kashin, yokai don't exist in this world.
But I did see them.
Kashin, I'm busy now. Have you finished reading the books I wrote on your reading list?
Not yet.
Then read your books. Papa's really busy now. Megumi-san, this show is a huge success. The audience love your role. I'm flattered. I owe it to the gratitude from you and the other senpais who were casting the show. It's rare to see such a humble star like you. What a pity that you are returning to the big screen. It's really a big loss for the theater. Terajima-san, I always remain as a member of this theater. I just come back to see everyone whenever I'm free. Great. You're always welcome here. The celebration is about to begin, Megumi-san. Let's go.
Oba-san, are you a yokai?
Oba-san, do I look that old? From human's perspective, I am a yokai indeed.
Other people can't see yokai. How come I can see you? How come they don't want to play with me?
As the saying goes, birds of the same feather flock together. It's just like how some people like mixed rice with natto. Some like mixed rice with egg, and some who like rice with natto would stay away from those who like rice with egg. For those humans who wouldn't see yokai, it's because of fear, envy, and various reasons. They would treat those who can see yokai as abnormal people. What should I do? Should I look for a person who can also see yokai like me? Then you're no different from those people, right? Ojo-chan, have you heard of this saying? If you smile nicely at others, people may give you the cold shoulder. And people may also give you a smile in return, give you a warm hug, or even stay at your side forever. Perhaps, one day, you may lose your ability to see yokai and become a normal girl. But, your kindness and love for others will bear fruit. To love and to be loved is the best thing in this world. Ojo-chan, I can see that you are a kind and gentle girl. So, follow your heart and express your love to those you love. That's enough.
I see. Thank you, Yokai Oba-san.
Megu-san, please wait a minute. You are? Megu-san, I'm your fan. I've watched all your movies a dozen times. Thank you for your support. Megu-san, I heard you're seeing Yamano-san. This kind of gossip isn't true. You are just seeing another guys. Megumi-san, I love you so much. How could you go out with other guys? Oh my god, parasocial. I've always supported every movie of yours. I'm the one who loves you the most. Why? Why did you betray me? Oh. Is there really nothing you could do? Megumi-san got injured badly this time. We have... Isn't this the best hospital for plastic surgery? The cut on the corner of her mouth is 100 centimeters long and is very deep too. Even the best plastic surgeon can't make the scar disappear completely. Megumi-san is our main attraction. Because of the recession, everyone's working around her depending on her face to earn their livelihood. Sorry, we have really done our best. Megumi-san, we will always support you. Megumi-san, we will always love you regardless of how you change. Everyone's waiting for you to return. Megumi-san, I've already announced that you are going to take a break from the movies indefinitely. Rest well. I believed everything they said to me naively.
I believed them when they said they would accompany me through this difficult period. But since then, I have not seen them again. Megumi-san, what was that? Baku can turn people's memories into dreams. What you just saw now were our memories. Looks like my watch was left with Baku for so long that it's got affected by some of Baku's demonic powers and got projected into our memories by accident. Since you're seeing my past, I don't need to hide it anymore. Megumi-san, sorry for having called you a woman with a split lip earlier. Little pigeon, are you pitying me? I appreciate your kind intentions, but I can't deserve any of your pity. Let's let bygones be bygones. If I remember correctly, the gas attack will take place in half an hour's time on the roof of the theater. We better hurry and find a way to the roof. Terajima-san, the real estate developers will complete their handover next week. Please move out of the theater before then, October 1995. Some detective novels and books are on screenwriting. Many detective novels are placed on the shelves and sheets of papers with strange symbols as pasted on top shelf. This symbols probably means something. Let's look around and see if there's a way to decipher the symbols. A strange catch is attached to a metallic box with combination locks. Combination locks, oh my god. This card looks like it's used to solve certain types of puzzles. The theater manager Terajima Eisei loved mysteries. He must have designed that card. Terajima Eisei. I saw him before the Hoshin ritual in 1987, and Megumi-san's memories. Terajima Eisei isn't just a theater manager, but he is also the head of the screenwriter of Aotori Theater Troupe. He's a very talented individual, but... Sorry, I just thought of the past. Let's keep looking for a key. The holes on the cipher card corresponds to the symbols on the paper. Press the arrow keys to move the card. Press X to exit the current one. Number is 1, but like, huh? Okay. Probably need more stuff. Never mind. Okay, don't need to go downstairs. Cloud is one, so like what? Is there only one that works? Oh, I think I got it. One, two. Wait, one. Is it 1, 2? And no, I'm blind. That's 2. Okay, I can't reach it. 1, 2, 1. So for the circle thing, there's only 1, and then the alpha is 2. Circle is 2, and then there's only 1 cloud. So 1, 2, 2, 1. Huh? I am blind. It's 3. Oh my god, I can't read for fuck anything. Okay, there you go. Kajime is she's a member of Shirin Tengoku. There's a letter in the box. The apostle Masuyama Masao is so scared of police investigation that he intends to submit the list of our members as mitigating evidence to the police. Please get rid of him ASAP. That means Matsuyama Masao was hanged by Shinen Shiri Tengoku and blame was put on Hoshin's followers. Heavy emotion had already declined before Matsuyama Masao got hung. Most of the followers have an ambivalent attitude, so they wouldn't possibly kill anyone who renounced their belief. In contrast, Shinin Tengoku developed rapidly after the recession with strict rules, and they have no mercy on apostles. You got the key to the attic, like hurry to the roof and stop them. doesn't have the black film reel we're looking for. It seems we have to go back to the alley in 1998 to find that film. What's wrong? Why can't I get access? I've said before, Nensha can't change death. The gods have adhered to their own deities in order to avoid causing great disasters in the world. So areas under the control of gods have this type of cause and effect barrier. Hoshin controls the time and space in all 4 seasons, but he isn't responsible for the cycles of life and death. Even he couldn't break this type of barrier. Why? Ando-san, are you hesitating? These people are innocent. Can't do it. Ando-san, take a closer look at these people below. They treated you like a monster and humiliated you, with all sorts of strange nicknames. Have you ever heard them? No, you never heard them. On the contrary, you love them very much. You have given so much of yourself to the movie so that you wouldn't disappoint your beloved audience, but you never cared about the amount of you have sacrificed for them. They put you on the pedestal before you got wounded, and what did they do after you got wounded? They criticized you heavily by the same amount. And who are you? And who are the ones who cared about you after you got wounded? It's a pure Aotori theater trope. Ando-san, we're the only people you can trust. But now, these people downstairs are going to drive our trope out of this theater. Ando-san, we need to defend the theater and defend our blood and sweat and tears. Do it, and you just need to open the canister and throw it off the rooftop. It's very simple. Stop! Stop now! Please. Stop. I finally understood why Megumi-san rushed to stop this tragedy. She had screamed at herself in the past, until the sounds was drowned out by the torrential rain and the screams of the passerbys below. I'm still so naive. I'm so naive that I thought revenge could solve everything. So naive that I thought going back to the past could make amends for many mistakes. Maybe this is the punishment the gods had intended for me. I killed those innocent people. I was the one who prevented their souls from resting in peace. Weeping rains and vengeful spirits in the theater, all due to my mistakes. Megumi-san. Megumi-san, you reminded me. I have come up with a way to limit the vengeful spirit. Kihara-san, what's your plan? Are you sure this will really work? I tried this before in Shinkanaki village, but I can't guarantee it will work. And I also need you to lead the vengeful spirit to this staircase. Megumi-san, this method is rather risky to some degree if you trust me. Ever since I became like this, I can't trust anyone anymore. But after I've seen what you have experienced, my heart keeps telling me to try trusting others again. So I trust you, Kihara-san. I made this decision by listening to my heart. Thank you. Megumi, Megumi-san, then let's go back to 1998. Oh, Jesus. Megumi-san, this task is very dangerous. Please be careful. Kiara-san, you too. The sun came from the first floor. Seems the vengeful spirit is at the first floor, Kiara-san. Cover and do it. Oh boy. Oh. You can't kill me. You killed the innocent people. Live your life in pain and remorse. It's all your fault. Suffer, repent. Once as we split lip, ugly woman die. They lied to you. They like a more beautiful younger idol, who like a disfigured monster. The sun came from the screening room. You claim you took a break from the movies to train on your acting skills. This is just an excuse to hide your excess, excess? Excesses? You lied to your fans, you don't truly love your fans. Live with the pain from lying to others and being lied to all this while. Uh-oh. You don't come over here. Hoshin's behind me. Ah, I didn't mean to wake you up. I'll never make those noise again. I'm going to announce my retirement from music scene. Wait, I'm the person you're looking for. Oh Jesus, you're fucking ugly. Robinson, hold my hand tight. It was close. Fortunately, we came in time. Sorry, the virtual spirit disappeared after I led it to the doorway. It's okay because I'm ready. Now I just need to wait for it. Oh! Kihara! Kihara-chan, why did you come to the roof of the building? If I remember correctly, Aokao Oni said before that weeping rain could also correct yokai. Besides, did you notice the vengeful spirit is always hanging around inside the theater and the main entrance and windows don't have any of its negative energies? So I'm thinking the vengeful spirit is afraid of the weeping rain. I get it. You want to lure the vengeful spirit to the rooftop and destroy it with the weeping rain. But you really take the bait? Do you still remember the back at Shikanaki village when we helped Hamasaki-san escape? For the wedding, I used the watch to evade the foxes that were chasing us? Yes? Wait a second, Kiara, you want to... I still have Megumi-san's watch. I'll put it here first. Remember the time and then wear it again. I'll let the vengeful spirit catch me on purpose to activate Nensha in the minute I get caught. Then I will bring the vengeful spirit together with me to the rooftop. Sakurako-san gave us the pearl that could protect us from the weeping rain corrosive effects. And the vengeful spirit will be exposed to the weeping rain. Oh, it's worth trying. Through the curtains of rain, the people who died from the gas attack seem to be tearing the vengeful spirits apart. It hauled. Finally, it disappeared above the theater together with the weeping rain. Both the weeping rain and the vengeful spirits are gone. Whoa, Joe-san! You gradually put an end to the weeping rain and the vengeful spirit. Kira-san, not only did you get rid of the vengeful spirit, but you also stopped the weeping rain. Words really can't express our gratitude, Ka. Since the vengeful spirit is gone, we don't need to hold any Hoshin ritual. How about organizing a concert celebration? Come on! Hey, who was the one who cried about leaving the music scene just now? How do you know? You yelled so loud that everyone heard it, Ka. Hey, I only said that to confuse my enemies. And you had no idea how dangerous it was. Thank God Megumi-san showed up. Otherwise the vengeful spirit would have eaten me. Where's Megumi-san? We didn't see Megumi-san when we came up. Yume, do you see Megumi-san? Megumi-san disappeared already. Sorry, Megumi-san never wanted anyone to know the truth, so I've been hiding it from you the whole time. Truth? Yume, what is Megumi-san hiding? The vengeful spirit was formed from Megumi-san's soul. Shortly after the gas attack 3 years ago, Megumi-san regretted it and blamed herself and committed suicide. She was so upset that it binded her soul to soul and slowly swallowed her consciousness. In the end, her soul turned into a vengeful spirit. Before Megumi-san's last consciousness got swallowed out, Baku and I sent that restless spirit to sleep. I fucking messed that up. Oh. Shit. I should have noticed it earlier. Kira-san, no need to blame yourself. Megumi-san is quite grateful to you. Although Megumi-san enjoyed her time at the theater very much, she has always been bound by remorse. It's a form of redemption and the best ending for her to help Kihara-san feeling the vengeful spirit. I should be the one thanking her. I haven't had the time to return her watch. Then consider this watch as a token of appreciation from Megumi-san to you. I will cherish it. Hey, listen, you didn't tell Kihara the truth? I know Kihara is a very nice person. If she knew the truth, she would definitely cancel the plan. And I'm already quite pleased with his results. Megumi-san, everyone is celebrating now. We still have time to say goodbye to them. Everyone must be looking forward to your presence. No need, Yume. In the past, I regard the flowers and applause as if my life depended on it. I worked hard and trained on my acting skills. I thought I was dedicated, but in fact, I was just scared. I was afraid to become a has-been, afraid to get overshadowed by new people, and afraid to lose the love from the audience. The person I was back then loved the fame, which was an illusion. So when I found out I got cheated, I lost myself and committed unpardonable crimes. Now I finally understand. That flowers and applause no longer belong to me. When I see everyone smile from the bottom of their hearts on the sidelines, I'm quite satisfied. Kihara-san, to be honest, I'm a bit envious of you. I envy you not because of your face or your popularity. What I envy is your courage to love and your freedom to be loved. Yokai Poviola ending. By the way, I found a black film reel in the attic. I wonder if it's the one you are looking for. It is a black film reel. I can barely make out the patterns full of black feathers on the film reel's cover. This should be the film I've been looking for. Kiara-san, I have mentioned before that Baku can play any film, so you can look for us if you need to play the film. Thank you, Yume. The door to the projector room which vanished earlier has appeared again. You said the projection room was sealed by some strong power only Hoshin could do it. But Hoshin died several years ago. It doesn't matter, Kihara-chan. We're only one step away from removing the curse. The projection room on the left could play the film, and the yokai-ya on the right could also play the film. It's not an ordinary film reel, it might disappear once we use it, so... I understand, we can only choose one of the two doors. Since the curse is related to the projection room, maybe we can remove the curse if we use the projection to play the film. But I saw my memories and Megumi-san's memories because of the Baku. Maybe Baku could help me find my lost memories. No matter what you choose, I am fine with it. Yangu Kiritani. The game is automatic save since this is a plot branch. To make it convenient for you to enjoy a different ending, your autosave will not be overridden. Please save the game manually at points after this. Some of the characters in the theaters have new things to say to you. Once you open the door, you will in the final chapter and may miss out on things they will say to you. You may say Megumi-san has gone on tour. Wonder when we can see her again, yeah. Kihara-san, I heard you found the prayer. Yes, but you probably don't need the prayer by now. In fact, I have already translated the words of the script, so I want to compare the script I have translated with the one you found. Okay. Akumo-san, your translation only has a few sentences that are different from the translated text. Because they are quite similar. I owe it to you when you agreed to look for the translated script. I suddenly felt a relief for some time, and my translation speed improved dramatically. But this translated text is beautiful in its wording, and it is a huge academic achievement. Human language is so infinite. Looks like I will have to work harder. Wait a second, this translated text. It's signed by Kisaku-san. Kisaku-san? Kisaku-san is a renowned expert on folklore, and he is also a mentor I respect greatly. If not for him, I wouldn't have chosen the path to do research on folklore. He went on a field trip to Kuromori town 3 years ago, but unfortunately the poison gas attack happened at the theater and he died in that attack. I can't believe I can actually see his translated text. Kihara-san, thank you for finding this precious translation. Before the gas attack, Kisaku-san researched a lot on history on Kuromori town and Shikanaki village. I will try my best to research Kisaku-san's level. I will try my best to reach Kisaku-san's level and finish his uncompleted research. I believe you can definitely make it, Yakumo-san. By the way, Kihara-san, If you have any questions about the prayer or the history of Hoshin, just go ahead and ask me. I will answer as best as I can. Okay. Kira-san, do you have any questions regarding Hoshin ceremony? I have a question what the prayer means. The spirit dates back to 80 years ago. During the Taisho period, Shikanagi village prospered greatly from the coal mining industry. Not many people believed in Hoshin back then. The village in Shikanagi village worshipped the deity called Eiko-sama. But that prospect didn't last long after the war broke out, and men were sent to the front lines to fight, and when Shikanagi village started to decline. When the Second World War ended, half of the men in the village had died. Surprisingly, the men who lived in Hoshin all came back alive. Heaven's fire will rain like a thunderstorm, cries of anguish will come like strong gusts of wind, exactly how they would describe the battlefield. Hoshin-sama will manifest itself and save the lives from misery, means those men would survive because Hoshin protected them. At a time when manpower is short, having a strong man in a family means the whole family could survive. It goes without saying that the faith in Hoshin expanded at an unstoppable rate in Shikanagi village, and eventually became the only faith in Shikanagi village after replacing Eiko-sama completely. As for the second half of the passage, it's like most of the religious prayers. It describes how the villagers pray to Hoshin to bring favorable weathers and dry away poverty and disaster. That's all I can tell you about the prayer. Here's the god abundance. Hoshin was previously called the master of all creatures. This powerful deity that manipulates space and time and the four seasons and the growth of all creatures. It is said that Hoshin was reincarnated as a baby girl in Shikanagi village a century ago. The girl had shown remarkable powers when she was still a child, but because the villagers in Shikanagi village all worship Eiko-sama, many people treated the girl as a sinister entity. After the Second World War, Hoshin became more prominent. The girl was called Jingu by her followers, which means the body where the deity lives. Jingu was responsible for presiding over rituals and talking to deities. She had the powerful influence at Shikanagi village. According to the documents of Shikanagi village, Jingu lived for 130 years and passed away 4 years ago. After that, Hoshin's influence declined. Shikanagi village also declined irreversibly. I have a question. The yokai theater. After the humans abandoned the theater, the yokai from nearby started to move into the theater and set up stores. But several years ago, a vengeful spirit took up residence in the attic that stored the film reels. The theater couldn't screen movies normally, and everyone's businesses suffered more and more less. All of us knew Hoshin was powerful, so we organized this ritual. We hoped Hoshin could help us exorcise the vengeful spirit. Do all yokais here worship Hoshin? Haha, how should I put it? Actually, not every yokai in the theater worship Hoshin. Or I should say, there are hardly any worshippers at all. Humans are awed by unknown powers. That's how faith in a deity develops. But to yokai, we're familiar with the powers deities possess because we deal with them a lot. Our relationship with deities are like customer and merchant. We offer sacrifice to deities and they help us drive away evil spirits, that's all. I have a question, nothing else. Okay. Oh my god, please. Oh. I'm trying to finish my candy. Yo, we prepared the concert. To express our appreciation to Megumi-san and Kihara-san and to mark the revival of the theater. No one will attend the concert when will this guy get it? I heard from Yume that Megumi-san has gone on a tour to collect inspiration for her work. She was in such a hurry that we didn't have time to see her off. Speaking of which, I'm Megumi-san's fan. And not just me, but everyone in the theater knows about Megumi-san's past too. We kept it from you and hoped she would forget the past completely. Anyways, I will try my best to manage this place while she's away. Kazumi-san, I'm sure you can manage the theater well. Okay. The fucking ominous music still playing. Good damn. Come back often whenever you're free now. It's much more interesting than the movie. Kiritani-san, long time no see. Dodo, you're tired. I'm a cook now, Nya. Now I'm traveling around Japan to search for all kinds of good food, Nya. When this trip is over, I'll open a restaurant. Hokihara-san will come to support me by then, Nya. Okay. Indeed, he feels lonely without Aizawa. But I realize it's not so difficult to chat with strangers. I'm sure Sakurako-san will definitely manage the cafe well. Kihara-san, you are really so cute and gentle. I really want to drink with you. I'm kidding, please don't mind me. The black hair I met earlier seems to have said something similar. It seems you have more important things to do. Please come here again when you are free. This is a limited edition souvenir I bought when Toronari no Tetaro was screening. It's very cute, right? Straight up just disappears. This guy, Shikamaki Village. Pursue from. It's really amazing. Can we actually talk to the chick? Ugh. You must have some friends you could look for them. Matsuyama's friends. They live near the wooden bridge at the end of the village. You could probably make your way there yourself. Yes, thank you. Matsuyama's friends is nice and amazing. Oh, I think... Oh. Eh? Right. I think there's nothing else we can do. Other than just finish most of the story then. Finale coming home. Do not attach on the receptacle from the film room. After inserting the film, please go to the viewing screen to confirm the film's position. Yes, sir. The screen for checking the status of the film, the display is showing a negative on it that looks a bit strange. Press Z to rotate the knob, use the arrow keys to move the cursor. Oh! Honey, why are you here? Kirihara-chan, thank you. You can speak now. The minute you turned on the projector, all the curses were lifted. Kirihara-chan, I'm really touched that you could trust me with your heart. But, sorry. I have promised you that I'd tell you the truth after the curse is lifted, but the truth is too heavy for you, so... I can't tell you the truth. Sorry. Kiritani. Oof. Awkward. The scenery outside the window is so familiar. This is the train I took to go home. I seem to have woken up from a long dream. I cannot remember what happened in my dream. The name I called just now. Kiritani. Who is that person? Yeah, of course it's gonna be like the other one with the Baku, of course. Who would like not suspected? So like, that's one ending. Hug is okay. There's a picture in my book. Itakimasu. Ikiri.
Okay.
Ending one, coming home. Finale, blossoms and snowflakes. Kiana-san, are you here to play the film? Yes, Jime Baku. I need to trouble the two of you. Kiara-san, you did us a big favor. This is nothing small. Just stand here. Baku will send you to sleep first before he will bring you into the film world. First, close your eyes. Take a deep breath and relax slowly. Baku is connecting the film to your conscious. Do you feel sleepy now? Expect that Kihara-san is brought to Kuromori Town in her dream mode. Shares continues to rise and you are still waiting? Buy early and enjoy the early benefits. Fukuoka Investment Company is dedicated to providing you with the most professional financial service. This is the best time and there are unlimited opportunities. Hirata Investment Company, your brokerage is open for a consultation. Land, we need more land. Let the tall buildings rise like the bamboo in spring. The Cold War is coming. Japan's economy is facing a crisis. Please invest rationally. His mornings were completely drowned out by the crazy speculative behavior. There's a dog-eared page here. Oh. The paper has some graffiti on it. Papa took Mama and me to go for an outing together. It looks like a group photo, but I can't see it clearly under the dim light. Heyo. Door is locked.
Effects.
Kihara-san, although the company has already developed a more effective growth compound than water of abundance, the biggest value in the watermelons at Shikanaki Mura is the brand and the word of mouth. The company believes there is a real need to invest in development of a factory in Shikanaki Mura. It can even be said to be urgent. In addition, the company is going to buy more land for the real estate and tourism project. This will also require Kihara-san to conduct the risk assessment further. Kihara-san's contribution to the company will be remembered well by all the staff in this company. 1986.
Facts.
All the villagers in Shikanaki Mura believe in a god called Hoshin, and they think the land is a gift from the god, so they cannot develop the land. It will not be easy to convince them to build a factory on the village. However, the person in charge of the railway transport system in Shikanaki Mura, Matsuyama-san, supports the plan to build the factory, and he will help me to persuade more villagers to support the factory's construction. 1987 Kihara Seichi. A diary with fine handwriting. Today is my birthday. Papa, Mama, and I took a family photo together. There's a cute rabbit sticker on the diary. Kashin, from today onwards, you will also have the house key. Please look after it well. Ajo-chan, follow your father and mother. Look at the camera. Not there. Look at the camera. The camera's over here. A key is hanging in front of my chest in the picture of me. I'll take the key to my house, my home. Papa, Mama, and I live in a small house. Door is locked. Oh. I'm back. An old shoe cabinet. A rusty hanger. Demolition announcement. In order to build the reservoir, demolition work will be carried out on Shikanaki Mura and the surrounding area by the end of this year. To avoid accidents, residents are asked to keep away from Shikanaki Mura. The dusty telephone. A calendar that has turned yellow. There's a big hole in the floor. Further plan. This telephone can be used for Ninja. Kihara-chan, you plan to use Ninja? I want to know what exactly happened at home before the car incident. Hey, Seichi, any progress on the factory? We sealed the deal. Wonderful. Hoshi really listens to our prayers. In that case, you won't be that busy in future. The company is holding that I could stay here for a while and evaluate other real estate projects, but they also agreed that I should take a break. We can finally take Kashin to Hokkaido. She will be so excited she can't sleep. Seiji, what's wrong?
Nothing. I guess I'm tired.
Ayako, I'll spend more time with you and our kid from now on. It's just like the time when It's just like that time when you suddenly realize you wrote a wrong answer to a certain question after an exam is over. You thought you are worrying too much over nothing, but reality would eventually develop from worries. In the end, it became an irrevocable tragedy. In the late 1990s, a bubble burst. Ayako, take Kashin with you and get out of here quickly. Seiji, what happened? The project on the factory is cancelled. Why? The stock market crashed and the company cancelled most of its real estate projects. People in Shiganaki village will hear the news soon. We can't stay here any longer. Hayako, you and Kashin will need to leave first. Bring your most important things with you and leave the rest aside. Here are the keys to the car. I'll meet you at Chikuho Station. Seiji, what about you? There are a lot of vital internal documents in the study and I can't let them fall into other people's hands. I'll look for you when I have dealt with those documents. Seiji, take care. Hashi-san, the company hopes that we can get rid of those project documents. We have transferred half the payment to your account. After it's done, we will also receive an extra payment besides the remaining half. For the last sum of money, I made the biggest mistake in my life. Don't let this crew run away! Bastard, we spent all our savings to invest in that factory, now it's all gone. Matsuyama-san, take this crew and his family to offer as sacrifice to Hoshin. Damn it, his family got away. What are all you doing? Chief, the crew kept talking about building a factory, but he conned all the villagers of their savings. Several villagers have committed suicide because they went bankrupt. It's this crook's fault. Matsuyama, don't forget you're also the one who started it. Back then, you were the most vocal one when you talked about building that factory. I signed that project contract, so I also responsible for that. Jingu-sama told us the village needs to be united now. We have weathered times that were more difficult than this. This time, we can definitely weather it too. I will hold a meeting with everyone to discuss on our next step. Everyone, just go back for today. Sorry. I didn't lie to all of you. I didn't anticipate any of this. Just leave. Jingu-sama wants you to leave. Besides, there was a car accident at the suburbs of Kuromori town. It's your car. How is my family? Your daughter is seriously injured and doctors are rushing to save her now. How is I okay? When the villagers got there, the car was on fire. Your wife didn't manage to get out. I specialized in economics at the best university. Economic theory, analytical models, I could name them all. I believe I'm doing a respectable job. By knowledge, my brain could bring happiness to people. However, I'm just one of a million fanatics at the time. I couldn't even fulfill the wishes of my loved ones. Happiness should be treasured, but I threw it on the ground and allowed to shatter. It's all your fault. All my savings are gone. Liar. What you said happened before the accident. Kitani, where are you here? Kiara-chan, you're finally here. You can speak now. The curse is still there, so I still can't speak. You're just hearing the voice from my heart. Is it because I didn't choose to play the film with the projector? Yes, the curse can only be lifted when the film is played on the projector. You don't need to blame yourself because I told you that no matter what you choose, I will support you. But to be honest, I thought you wouldn't regain these memories. These memories are too heavy for you. Shinkanaki village declined because of my father. It was fated to be a tragedy. Your father and the villagers in Shinkanaki village were the fanatics in the era, and they were also the victims at that time. Kiritani, who are you and why are you here? How do you know all this? I promised you that I would tell you the truth when everything is over. She is Hoshin. The truth stands from the distant past. This is Ghost Train? Ghost Train is the product of one's consciousness. It connects the memories between now and the past. We can look for the truth hidden in the past through the train. "100 years ago, a girl was born in a mining family at Shikanaki village. The girl is Hoshin's reincarnation. She already possessed unusual powers as a child. But those powers didn't bring her status or honor. On the contrary, those powers made her suffer from loneliness and misery for 100 years. Oh, it is her. Tekitan-san, you look listless today. I'm about to go to a distant place. Tekitan-san, where are you going? The war has begun. This car is commandeered to transfer soldiers to the front line. Ojo-san, live your life well and stick with it until the war is over. It's her! She is the yokai my papa is talking about. Mama says she is already in her 30s. She looks so young because she sucks human lives. I'm not a yokai. Poofy yokai, get out of our village and don't come back again. Hey, you little bastards! This yokai practices black magic. Ojo-san, it's alright now. Sekitan-san, thank you. Kids nowadays are really impolite. Ojo-san, don't take it to heart. Sekitan-san, I'll pray for you until you come back. Haha. Oh, we'll definitely come back. I'm still waiting to hear your stories about the outside world. Your stories are fascinating. You might even become a famous writer like Natsume Soseki. I was making a guess she was Hoshi, but like, okay. After the war erupted, all the men in Shikanaki village went to the front line. The village was threatened with famine and death for some time. With the god of abundance power, the girl saved many villages from the crisis. Faith in the god of abundance gradually became permanent in Shikanaki village. The girl was honored as Jingu by the villagers. The Emperor of Japan issued the imperial script to announce an unconditional surrender. Jingu-sama is here. Jingu-sama, please accept our gratitude. Where is Sekitan-san? Sekitan-san? He lives in the railway's wagon in Shikanaki village. Where is that wagon? That wagon was bombed by enemies when it took us to the front line. The bombing rained like fire, destroyed the bridge as the wagon was moving across, and all the people on the wagon fell into the river. Just when we thought we were going to die from drowning, an invisible force pulled us to the bank. Those who worship Hoshin didn't drown. The other soldiers drowned in the river. Hoshin-sama protected us. He saved us. Hoshin-sama gave us the chance to kill our enemies. We will always believe in Hoshin-sama. They were cheering as loud as the wind. Jingo looked at those devoted followers helplessly. She was pushed to the pedestal and revered by the masses. However, she became more lonely than ever. The Indians can't step into the affairs of humans too much. This rule is natural. Jingu broke the rule. She used the god of abundance power to bring so many benefits to Shikanaki village. Crops grew really fast, but there's a price to pay in order to get a deity's favor. A living human would need to be sacrificed each year on the Hoshin ritual. Back in the era, many people volunteered to give their lives. Thus, Hinkanaki village developed at an amazing speed after the war. 11 people sacrificed their lives during that period. The watermelons this year look so good. People are going to love it. Let me check whether the watermelons are ripe before everyone comes. These are people's voices from the watermelons. Hey, I heard Jingu-sama is already in her 80s, but she still looks like a 10-year-old girl. Haven't you heard? She sucked human lives to stay young. Is this such a thing? People dare not to go near Jingu-sama or their life might be sucked. Suika. There are people voices from the watermelon. I heard our neighbor wants to give up farming. Tell me about it. The stock market is so profitable now. Hey, do you think Hoshin could help us predict on stocks? Idiot, Hoshin is incapable of anything except getting watermelons to grow quickly. There are people voices. This year Hoshin's preacher is round the corner. The village headman said no one is volunteering to be sacrificed. People lead comfortable lives now. There's no disease or disasters. Who want to sacrifice themselves? Ah, Ojo-san. Sorry, I didn't mean to bump into you. This mask is covering my eyes. I didn't notice on Esan. It's alright. By the way, you need to eat more spinach, Onesan. You look weak. Even a kid like me could knock you down. Mama said eating spinach will help me grow stronger. You wouldn't fall down so easily if you're healthy. Thank you for your concern. I'll eat more spinach. What are you doing? Jingu-sama, I'm so sorry. My child didn't mean to offend you. It doesn't matter. She bumped into me by accident. It's good for kids to be active. Oh my, this kid would actually bump into Jingu-sama. I'm really sorry about that. It's nothing. Don't worry about it. We're so forgiving. I suddenly remember I have an errand to run. Jingu-sama, please excuse us. Jingu understood it from the woman's flustered expression. The villagers never stopped fearing her. This kind of fear accompanied Jingu to the pedestal. Then it became awe. Just when Jingu thought she would be alone forever, someone entered her world. The view here is really nice. Excuse me, I'm new here. Can you tell me how to get to Shinkanaki village? Go straight ahead and walk through the forest. Then cross the wooden bridge and you'll be there. Thank you. Why are you going to Shinkanaki village? My husband is making an inspection at Shinkanaki village, but he forgot to take his bento. I'm delivering it to him. This man takes his work very serious, but when it comes to his personal life, he's always so absent-minded. Right. This onigiri is specialty from my hometown. I made too many. I'll share some with you. You should try it. It tastes great. Sobbing. Eh? Are you alright? Did you have an argument with your family? It's fine. Take your time. I still have a lot of onigiri. Huh. I thought you wouldn't come today. You've been waiting for me? I also brought delicious onigiri today. How is it? Yummy. I'll be here every day until my husband's work is complete. Thank you. You know, you remind me of my daughter. She's several years younger than you. My biggest wish is to see her grow up happily. I don't know what you have been through, but if it happens to my daughter, I'd be sad, so sad. So, you don't need to thank me. It's what parents should do. But you know what's your husband doing at Shinkanaki Village? He's an investment consultant. The company wants to build a food processing factory in Shinkanaki Village, and he is in charge of assessing the risk. I heard a lot of villagers are against the plan to build the factory, so it's quite difficult for him to convince the villagers. Maybe you could pray at Hoshin's ritual? Hoshin would answer a lot of prayers. Perhaps he will be touched by your sincerity and make that plan for the factory go more smoothly. I remember my husband mentioned Hoshin before, but I'm not a follower of Hoshin. Will my prayers still work? Hoshin likes those who are truly sincere. Even if you're not a follower, as long as you pray wholeheartedly, he will definitely help you. Ah, then I'll definitely give it a shot. Right, I haven't introduced myself. I'm Kihara Ayako. My name is Kiritani Yuki. Jingu lied to Ayako. Jingu made up the name Kiritani Yuki. Jingu had already forgotten her own name a long time ago. Besides, God of Abundance wouldn't confer his mighty powers so easily. Jingu decided to help Ayako in her own way. Jingu-sama, what are you doing in such a place? This is a good place to watch a movie. If you want to see a movie, I can get someone to arrange that. It's damp and dark here. What if you get injured? Watanabe, relax. By the way, come over here and check this out. Watanabe, what do you see? You see a movie? And I've seen that before. What else? Jingu-sama, forgive me, I can't see anything besides that. Do you see those villagers who are watching the film? Ah, yes. They look happy, right? I remember when the real estate developer wanted to build the theater at Shinkanaki Village. The previous village headman opposed it strongly. In the end, the theater is built at Kuromori Town. Now the villagers have to go to Kuromori Town every time they want to see a movie. Jingu-sama. Watanabe, I know you and some villagers have objected to the factory, but once the factory is built, the villagers could find stable jobs and increase their income. What's more, I can feel my body aging already. How come? It's starting quite some time ago. I think my health is getting worse, and my memory is not as good as before. Even that yokai I met during my childhood, he's my only friend, but I can't remember his name now. I don't know if I can still watch over this village for much longer. I heard the company could make this fruit grow better and let the villagers become richer. Isn't that what I have been doing all that time? Jingu-sama. Watanabe, I watched you grow. I must be odd to hear me saying this. Not at all, Jingu-sama. I always respected you. Thank you, Watanabe. I trusted you most. So, please consider on the factory. Jingu is a gentle and kind person. But She never realized that her kindness would lead to a tragedy. Ayako! Iritani, I can't move. Can you help me take Hashin out? Take her to a safe place. Yes, Ayako, I'll come back as soon to save you. Although Jinku looked young, her body was as old as a 70-year-old person. She used all her strength to save Kihara-chan. Don't worry, I'm going to rescue Ayako now. As Jinku was about to save Ayako, she found out that the car was already engulfed by the fire. Ayako, you and Kashin will need to leave first. Bring your most important things with you, and leave the rest aside. Here's the keys to the car. I'll meet you at Chikoho Station. Ayako, don't go out! Seishi, take care. Why? Why did it turn out this way? Ninja can't bring people back to life. You know that very well, don't you? Kashin-chan, have you packed your things? I still have a few dolls. No need to take them. I'll buy them for you again. Mama, why are we leaving this place? Kashin-chan, Papa has already finished his work here, so we need to leave this place. Don't you want to go to the seaside? We can go to Sapporo and stay in a small house by the sea. Your room will be facing the sea such that once you open the window, you can see seabirds flying above the sea. During the weekends, Papa will take us to play on the beach. When you step on the soft sand, you will definitely find it very comfortable. Great! I want to live there soon. Kashin. Right, Mama, you forgot that picture of Papa, Mama, and me is still hanging on the wall. Kashin-chan, I'll take it now. Jinku didn't try to stop Ayako again. She knew that the picture Ayako described had already become a bubble. At that time, in Shinkanaki village, hundreds of families were repeating this tragedy. She lamented that Nensha cannot change death. In the face of tragedy, Nensha cannot change anything. Ayako. Kashin! Because Kihara-chan sustained heavy injuries, she almost died back then. Kashin, hang in there! Please, you need to live. She can't be safe, just give up. Hashin, Ayako told me she hoped you could grow up happily. Your life is only just beginning. I won't let you leave this world. Hey, what are you doing? Jinku, you dare to transfer my powers to this human. Do you know the price you're doing this? Hoshin-sama, I have caused countless tragedies. For once, just this once. Let me make amends for one tragedy. Jingu-sama, it's dangerous to stay here. Get out, quick. This girl is still breathing. Where is the ambulance? Jingu-sama, what? That accident victim has been sent to the hospital. It's very dangerous down here. Let's go back. I caused all of this. That day in the projection room. If I didn't ask you. Jingu-sama, I never saw you in the projection room before. Watanabe. Jingu-sama always opposed the plan to build a factory. I took the liberty and signed the agreement. I'm responsible for it. No, Watanabe, it's my... Jingu-sama! This is the first time I'm defying you after so many years. You have devoted your whole life to Shinkanagi village. Now you can rest. Jingu-sama, you love to tell stories, right? I've been listening to your stories since I was a kid. You also mentioned you wanted to write scripts and produce films. Go and write your scripts and books. Do anything you like. By then, all of us will support your movies. Don't worry about Shinkanagi village. Suddenly can weather it. So, Jingu-sama, make use the time you have left. Go and live your own life. Watanabe. Go and live your own life. These words sound so simple. But to Jingu, it is not going to happen. From the moment when she walked to the altar, she could not have her own life. And her punishment for using God of Abundance power without thinking. God of Abundance stripped Jingu of her voice. God of Abundance wanted to issue orders with Jingu's voice. But with the economic bubble, Shinkanagi village declined irreversibly. Young people have left Shinkanagi village, and the elderly have passed away one by one. By lacking worshippers, God of Abundance have met the same fate as Eiko-sama. Why didn't you come? It's all your fault. Nobody will forgive you. Oh. We gave our lives so that Shinkanagi village could prosper. But you ruined Shinkanagi village in one night. Nobody will forgive you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm sorry. Thank you. They're trying not to cry. Oh my fucking god. I heard you were the one who saved Kashin. She's out of danger now. Thank you. Thank you so much. That's so great. In the winter of 1994, Jingu passed away. It doesn't seem that long since we last met. How time flies. You didn't change at all. Your skin is still dead silky. Look at me. Although I have been dead for years, some wrinkles still pop out around the corners of my eyes earlier. Ayako, I'm sorry. Why are you saying sorry? I allowed the village headman to approve the factory's construction. If I didn't agree to it, then this would have happened. I see. Kiritani, even if you didn't agree to it, the factory would still be built. Even if Seiichi's negotiation failed, new companies would rush in to negotiate. I will quote Seiichi's words, "This is the result of changing times." Changing times is a daunting catalyst. It makes buildings grow from fields. At the same time, they can also turn to ruins instantly. Nobody can resist this kind of force. So, this is not your fault. I don't have to apologize to me. You don't have to apologize to me. I have to thank you instead. Kiritani, thank you for saving Kashin. Actually, I'm the one who would say thank you. All this while I thought I could save the masses. When I looked back, I was just pleasing them with the deity's power. I hoped they would get closer to me and wouldn't treat me as an abnormal person. But the more I helped them, the more scared they were of my power. After Kashin was safe, Kihara-san kept saying thank you to me while crying. I realized the meaning of my existence for the first time. This feeling is fantastic, but it's too late. It's not too late. You still have an unfulfilled wish. You still have unfulfilled wishes, don't you? You must be wondering why I know that. Because the look in your eyes is the same as Seiichi's. It's a kind of look with a strong desire. When we first met, your eyes looked dull. But now, they're different. They're sparkling. But I'm already... Kiritani, it's too early for you to come here. Others are paving the road for you to come here. Go and find your way back. It's your own road. My own road. Ayako, if the road truly exists, I'll try my best to look for it. I'll wait here until you come back. By that time, please tell more stories about Kashin. Although God of Abundance is already in a deep slumber, most of that power is still in Kihara-chan's body. This power is quite likely to bring God of Abundance back to life at some point. In order to unleash this power, I appear in front of you. Although my physical body had already turned to dust, appealing for you to enable my soul to stay in this world just like Zawa-san. I wanted to take back that power inside your body, but after that car accident, you left Kuramori town. It took me several years to find you in Sapporo. After that, I brought your consciousness here with my remaining power. That is to say, the notebook fed the Nensha projector. Yes, I lied to you. From the very beginning, you walked into the trap I have set. Because Hoshin took away my voice, I could only talk to you through the notebook. And the feather and the projector in the theater are crucial items to unleash Hoshin's power. When you first started the projector with Nensha, part of the power from Hoshin had already been drawn out. That power probably refused to leave the host, which caused disruptions in Nensha and you passed out. You're saying my body still has the power from Hoshin? At first, I'd intended to let you use the projector again and release the rest of the power, but there's no need for that by now. After all, the things we have experienced at the theater, and your trust in me, I finally understood that you and I are different. I helped the villagers out of desire and inferiority. I was afraid the village would leave me out, so I kept living without any limits. I wanted to gain other people's recognition through my generosity. The kind of strong desire fed Hoshin. Well, you trusted and helped the other yokais because you make your decisions by listening to your heart. So you are not destined to become Hoshin's puppet. Now, there's hardly any power left, and it will gradually fade with time. Sorry about that, Kihara-chan. You trusted me, but I lied to you from the very beginning. But I didn't lie to you about the part as a writer of unsellable books. Writing a book is so much harder than assuming my role as Jingu. Actually, you don't need to apologize, Kiritani. You gave me Hoshin's power and saved me from the car accident. After losing Hoshin's power, I feel so relieved. Plus, this journey is very interesting. I made a lot of friends and experienced an adventure I wouldn't have dared to imagine previously. This adventure is so much fun. I'll definitely write it in my book. But when Hoshin's power dissipates completely, I can't see the yokai anymore, right? That's right. You will become a normal girl. You will get to know a lot of human friends and fit in with them. I believe there are all types of people waiting for you in the future, Kihara-san. Kiritani, this journey is the most important memory in my life. I committed so many sins and even cheated you, Kira-chan. In that case, how come it's still an important memory in your life? Kiritani, that Jingu who was once revered by the masses is dead. The person I know is a writer who loves to make up stories. She's always late in her manuscripts. Her books don't sell well either, Kiritani Yuki. I'll always remember you. Thank you, Kiara-chan. I'm so lucky to meet you and your parents. The train is coming. Once you step out of this door and board the train, you will go home. Oh, what are your plans after this? A dam will be built next year. Shinkanaki village will be submerged in the water forever. Shinkanaki village is the place I have protected all my life, so I want to be with her until the very last moment. Once the dam is built, I'll travel around the world. Kira-chan, are you still inviting me to Sapporo? The first stop will be there. Kiritani, I will wait for you. Well then, see you, Kira-chan. See you. This dreamlike adventure has come to an end. The memories before I was 8 years old are still incomplete. Those memories are probably lost forever. All the stories in the world are like that. Once experienced, you can never return to the past.
The fact that dam is gonna be built over this, like, Jesus. Those people are dead. Let's jump at Kuromori Town though. I don't remember they said like people are actually still living here. I don't know if there's like more endings for this game. And now I have to look for a guide for that. The ending is so somber, Jesus. Ending to Blossom and Snowflakes. Oh. I'm home. Oh my god. You haven't had your dinner? I got held up by something on the way home. I still have the work to do. You don't need to cook for me. Okay. This is... How do you... Kashin, where did you get this drawing? An acquaintance. No, a yokai who could draw gave it to me. I see. Kashin, if you get the chance, help me think that yokai on my behalf. By the way, I actually saw the script for your presentation while looking for the photo frame. May I attend the presentation on reflections on the bubble era? Why are you suddenly interested in this? The presentation will start the day after tomorrow at night. Remember to be there 10 minutes early. In addition, the lecture will use some technical terms. I can give you a book reading list. They cover the fundamentals and will help you get acquainted. Okay. Okay, that's the acknowledgement part. I think that's the end, right? Oh. Last but not least, thank you to all the players who played this game. Hope you will find this beautiful adventure game worth cherishing. Moon Ranch. Oh. Kashin, you bought so many books again. You finished reading the books you have bought earlier? I like those books very much, so I finished reading them in one go. Oh, you are Kashin indeed. You're buying this book too? Seems this isn't the type you usually like. And I've never heard of this author called Kiritani Yuki. This author is a very important friend of mine.
Ah, I see. Excuse me for being rude. Kuromori Kitan, Strange Tales of the Black Forest, and Kobayashi Sensei's Kamen Chosa Roku case files with the false front, the total cause. I almost forgot. Here's a decipher card that comes with the Kamen Kosa Roku. There are a lot of puzzles in this book. You can use the company deciphering code card to solve the puzzles. It said that Kobayashi Sensei invented this unique reading style. Decipher card. It suddenly occurred to me that I have seen this card before in an office at Kuromori-cho Genkijo. Megumi-san said it was a unique decipher card Terejima Eisei invented. Terejima Eisei is a follower of Shin the Tengoku and the mastermind behind this gas attack on the theater. Kobayashi Sensei is Terejima Eisei? Nah, there can't be more. No. Ito. A secret message from the novelist? Read the credit list. Huh? I'm gonna go back in time so I can just talk to the... Apparently there's an achievement for talking to the piano room person. Oh no, I dropped that yokai no kamen somewhere. Hey, stupid human, I'm right here. Oh? How could you leave me behind? Sorry, it was an emergency. Never mind, I'm not blaming you. After all, you helped everyone put that venture spirit to rest. But why are you here? I was almost devoured by the vengeful spirit energy, negative energy. This guy saved me. Thank you. After the vengeful spirit disappeared, the ghosts from the weeping rain were also released. Aika-san came back here and disappeared after hearing this guy's performance. He's very grateful to you for setting Aika-san's soul free. Think nothing of it. Aika-san heard your wish, that's why she came back. You're a nice girl, I owe you one. If anyone bullies you in the future, I will curse that person until he bleeds to death. Yikes. No need for that. Oi, are you leaving this place? Come back here whenever you are free. Okay, and that's the last achievement for this game. I have fully 100% this game now. Yippee! Talk to Sakurako-san after chapter 2. Talk to Dodo after chapter 2. Chapter 3. Talk to the rooster after chapter 1. A secret message from a novelist. Read the credit. I'm so high credit list. Hi. Huh? There's a secret message in the credit list. Hey. Do I have to Google this? I'm just gonna like go to the cat cafe and probably look this up because I like the atmosphere there.
You look this up. There's a Black Forest credit. I'm so confused of the credits list. I don't think I can pull up the credits list in this, can I? Okay, let me let me see if I quit the menu, does it actually close the game? Hopefully it doesn't. Just close this for a minute. Okay. We're to the title screen. I can't look at the credit list though. I don't get that. The step is supposed to be the second game. Huh? Who's the creators of this game? I don't think they have another one. At least from how it looks. I really don't get the credits. Like, oh, read the credits, huh? Okay, damn. Think that's it. I finally finished the fucking game after 1 fucking year. I am finally done with the Tales of Black Forest. If anyone who is watching stream currently wants to see the beginning, the beginning of this video, if you like the storyline, I have it uploaded on YouTube, and this video itself will also go onto YouTube as well, so it will finally complete the whole entire playlist. Holy shit. I am such a lazy streamer. But yeah, it's just nice. A 3 hours-ish gameplay, minus me having to take like a small break to get water and stuff. I managed to finish the game in like 3 hours and stuff. Yeah. On my next game list agenda, I don't really have anything in mind. I finished Beacon Pines earlier today. But I'm not gonna be playing the first portion as like a personal recording to put on YouTube, because like I finished everything, so I don't really find necessary for it unless someone asks for it, so I can give like semi-live commentary on it, I guess. Earlier on at some point, I mentioned maybe I might play Isomnium Files on stream, but we'll see. But I'll be playing the second game and not the first game on stream. Cause I already finished the whole entire first game offline on my own already. Aside from Insomnium Files 2, event interventions. I don't really know what other games. Okay, there is Pocket Mirror that I should be finishing. I bought Pocket Mirror, but I did not finish the game. So maybe on next stream, maybe Friday or something, I will finish up the game Pocket Mirror. If no one knows what Pocket Mirror is, it is also another horror game that got a remastering. And that's basically it. I can't really say much other than that will spoil what's Pocket Mirror's gimmick and storyline, but I really like Pocket Mirror. It's one of like, I think the first RPG Maker game I made like semi fan art for, but it was because like most of the characters were female in that game, and I made like semi like gender bend designs of them. But yeah, thank you for joining me for this 3-hour stream of Kuromori Town. Tales of the Black Forest. Oh, actually, there is kanji for it, so I can technically read the Japanese title. Kuromori Chokitan. Okay, so that's literally the name of the title, I guess. Kuromori Chokitan. Thank you all for joining me for the stream. I have nothing else to say. I don't think there's anyone I can raid into that's awake at this hour. Yeah, there's like no one I know specifically awake at this hour. Okay. With that, I will go rest now and go download my games now. ありがとうございます。おやすみなさい。バイバイ。バイバイ。